Okay, so Daniel Newman and Mark Kamsari here are the two people that's donated within the last 10 days on a video on surrounding sites at Baalbek, which I eventually had to take down sadly because I edited the video, just removing the beginning section where I was telling you all it was my 48th birthday. I just removed, and somehow in doing so it completely ruined the quality of the video through the editing app. No fault of my own, but there are two things in that specific video. It was a 14-minute video that I want to lay out one more time because I just think that they're good enough theories of mine that I need to put them out on this channel. And because I've already put out two videos on the site at Baalbek, I'm not going to show any images that I have shown before. The two videos I've just spoke of I will leave on screen as a link at the end of this one, so you can all check them out. But what I want to speak on here is the blocks surrounding the main temple that's, I think, been rebuilt. More specifically, the square and round holes that's across all these blocks. The markings that never seem to wear off, so they can't be from machining or tools, which the megalithic crew would tell you because they would have eroded by now. I'll try to get into that and just how level they are, an explanation for that, which all links. Now, the markings that's on the outside in the square holes, when I first got into this I thought those were to hold some type of surface on the outside, but again they would have worn off by now, right? But I am going to show you a video what I think these square holes are. If you look at these large pillars, these will have had some type of surface on the outside and they will have been painted, but you can see the tiny little pieces of stone that you throw in a mix of concrete all the way up and down these pillars. So these will have been built up, say, with something circular. If you can imagine pouring some concrete into something circular that's hollow, and as that hardens then you raise it. Anyway, this is a close-up on the blocks that I started with. This is a real close-up, and these markings, from what I've learnt, they literally go through the entire block, and how I explained it was, if you can imagine air pockets as you are pumping a load of concrete, so you would dig some pits out for your foundations to then build your house or your structure on, right? So these lines would either be from the air pockets as you're pumping it in and you're pumping it in and it's going in layers, or it is either from the tool marks from digging pits out. So as you pour your concrete in, you know, where your shovel or your fork has been running down these you know, you're carving markings out on the side of the clay, and then you put your concrete into it, it would leave markings on the blocks. That's another way, but still they would have eroded by now. I think the explanation for these huge blocks all being of the same size is where the rebar was coming across in the exact same spot, so over time it would crack in that position and then erode slightly and just look like huge blocks, and which is the reason for them being absolutely level across the top, because it's density, isn't it, buoyancy, gravity, say, right? So as your concrete's drying out, it would dry out completely level across the top surface, wouldn't it? Well, if you like that